the United States should legalize the death penalty in order to keep balance within the justice system. The value of focus today is justice. Justice can be defined as moral rightness or as giving due treatment. Within the context of this debate, the death penalty serves justice to families, friends, and loved ones of victims through due process of a fair prosecution system. A consequence to wrongdoing such as the death penalty helps discourage homicide and prevent future murders because of the fear of consequence. When crimes of immense magnitude and callous are committed, the consequence should give due treatment to these crimes, which in some cases would be the death penalty. That is justice. Any lesser penalty will fail in this duty. The state has a responsibility to protect the lives of innocent citizens, and enacting the death penalty may save lives by reducing the crime rate. Above all else, the death penalty prevents future murders with deterrence. In past years, criminologists have analyzed murder rates to see if they increased or decreased with the executioning of death row inmates. These results were inconclusive. Following this, in 1973, Isaac Elrich had discovered a new form of analysis which revealed that for every inmate who was executed, 7 lives were spared because others were deterred from committing murder. Similar results have been produced by disciples of Elrich in follow-up studies. However, even if some of these studies regarding deterrence are inconclusive, that is only because the death penalty is rarely used and takes years before an inmate is executed. The fact that in some states or countries which do not use the death penalty, there are lower murder rates. The fact that some states or countries which do not use the death penalty have lower murder rates than jurisdictions which do is not evidence of failure of deterrence. States with high murder rates would have even higher rates if we did not apply the death penalty. Ernest van den Haag, a professor of jurisprudence at Fordham University, has studied the question of deterrence closely and has written the following statement. A capital punishment is likely to deter more than other punishments because the people fear death more than anything else. They fear most death deliberately inflicted by law and scheduled by the courts. Whatever people fear most is most likely to deter. This means that the death penalty instills a fear of consequence which deters future murders. A just society requires the death penalty for taking a life. Through this lens, I ask you to truly consider how you would feel if your mother or father were murdered. I would bet that it isn't with an open or forgiving heart. However, with all emotion aside, the death penalty is not a form of revenge, but a form of justice. At the end of it all, it's our responsibility to use the death penalty on convicted killers, because if we don't, then we fail to deter future murders. Families also deserve closure. Family, friends, and loved ones deserve closure. Don't you believe in bringing justice to a family who has been robbed of birthdays, holidays, and great achievement which could have been carried out by their loved one? The value today is justice. Justice not just for the life taken, but for the lives impacted by the loss. Those forced to live without their loved ones because of a callous crime. So today in this debate, I affirm that the death penalty should be protected to protect us all.